should have been a guest on. Yes, I'm inspired by your dopeness. I got my own sound, trying to get my flex on. Apologizing for dozens of broke necks. All aboard my panoramic vision. Breathe slow and survey the landscape. Avoid words of damage and division. Let's grow and see what we can make. Good words, hope for the hopeless. And faith for the bros who got low checks, or new schoolers who ain't played a show yet, or young kids brand new haven't broke sweat. Man, it's time to get up and go get. What's the next road? I don't know yet, but unity will be the key to protect. Peace, love, having fun in my dope set. Thank you. This song's called Go Hard. Y'all go hard in your seats. Hey. Peace to every man. A blue collar jersey, I'm a steady fan. I'm a working dad, John Q, Troy Maxton. Suit up off the bench, we enjoy action. Work to the extreme for the team, even if their own dream takes a lean. And at work, man, I know what it's like. Crookeds with the straight, stick the balls with the strike. Give, serve, love, get the job done. Prayers up for the day that I make a home run. Wake up, get the kids, kiss the wife, go to work, spin a rhyme. Then I praise God, cause I go hard every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day. Cause I go hard every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day. Cause I go hard every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day. Cause I go hard every day. Every day. Every single day. This one goes to the Raptors. I ain't too proud to grab boards. Gonna get sore every minute on the floor, cause the loose ball's gonna be mine for sure. Lay up my hopes for reward from the Lord, and prayer is the outlet pass. Man, I'm running my lane till the doubt gets dashed. Opposition pressing every chance. Back in defensive stance. Conditioning for the late in games, and if it all falls away, then my faith remains. Wake up, get the kids, kiss the wife, go to work, spin a rhyme, then I praise God, cause I go hard every day. Every day, every day, every day. Cause I go hard every day. Every day, every day, every day. Cause I go hard every day. Every day, every day. Cause I go hard every day. Every day, every day. Let's go running. Man, I'm running this race. Remember, it's a marathon pace. Can't sweat falling behind. Press for the goal, keep the prize in your mind. Steady moves on this road that I'm racing. Expect to see me in victory, stand adjacent. And I'm working in patience. Kill complacence. Every day, every day, every day, every day. Man, cause I go hard every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day. Cause I go hard every day. Every day, every day, every day. You think we're done? Simon, I heard you break dance. 1, 2, 3. Cause I go hard every day. Every day, every day. Cause I go hard every day. Every day, every day. Cause I go hard every day. Every day, every day. Cause I go hard every day. Every single day. Thank you very much. On tonight. Let's see if you guys can sing. We're gonna work this out. It goes on tonight. Yeah. It goes like this. It's on tonight. I want you to sing that. Hey. It's on tonight. You guys are doing great. Hey. Woo. It's on tonight. Yeah. Woo. It's on tonight. Yeah. Haha. I'm feeling the fire from breathing Messiah. Got the deepest desire for leading the choir, and I'm seeking the fire for the people inspired, and I'm reaching the fire for the peace we can acquire and surrender. Life lessons, I'm guessing you're searching for your next weapon. Nah, blessings and prize, I can't word turn thinker of the other guy. Seems absurd, I've seen it work more than twice, and I'm fortified, knowing the power in a story. I'm half asleep, but yo, I'm gonna rise. I want change, but it don't come overnight. The fear of the Lord and wisdom, man, they coincide. Press for the prize, like Paul say, closer to the King even on an off day. Faithful to the end, and my goals are lofty. Preparing these words with a little flair, Salt Bay. For the people in the place telling me don't stop. It's on tonight, and the friends and the fam loving real hip hop. It's on tonight. don't stop. You know it's woo! Man, energetic, primed, empowered with a vision, decision, cutting through surrounding noise. I'm poised. Man, I'm West Coast displaced. Winter my distaste. I need the sun's the black part of my mixed race. Rhymes and remedy dispersing the jewels, and loving your enemy is serving the fools. Man, these next level concepts dishevel your bomb threats, committed to content that's relevant and honest. It's on tonight. For the people in the place telling me don't stop. On tonight, and the friends and the fam loving real hip hop. You know it's on tonight. For the people in the place telling me don't stop. On tonight, and the friends and the fam loving real hip hop. Yeah. For the people in the place right now who never understood the way, going the way got down. For the people in the place right now who never understood the way Mr. C got down. For the people in the place right now who never understood the way Jonathan got down. For the people in the place right now who sing along to the song, know when we gets down, it's real. Make some noise for you. And one time for the break dancers up in the front. We gotta teach them the B-boy stance, right? We gotta get them that right after. Man, it's a real treat to be here. Yeah, for the people in the place right now who never understood the way Runaway got down, this is how I started, going by the name of Runaway since 2001. And it was a really simple kind of a joke between me and my American friends about how, you know, my American friends would always tease us, you know, we're always going to war. You guys are a bunch of runaways. And I'm like, that is awesome. You guys go to war. I'll be happy to be a runaway. And I learned over the years that maybe there was some stuff inside me that I was running from and had to face it, and only when facing it, facing the pain, going into it, is when I found real freedom, and that's what I make music about. What I also like to talk about in these spaces is this idea, a sense of community connection. And what I wanted to ask y'all is, what do you do when you encounter somebody who's clearly having a bad day, who's really having a bad day, so much so that they are making it bad for the people around them? There are many options that we can take, from engaging to ignoring to running away. And I wanted to take a moment to read a poem about one such approach. This is called Life of Love. They were supposed to drive to the East Coast. The winding roads ahead seemed too much to anticipate. They hadn't even left the city yet, and already it felt like ages just to get to the pharmacy. Praying fervently that he wouldn't blow up again. His abuse was taking a toll. I mean, especially when he lost it in public. Could it be more embarrassing? Could it reveal any more of their weaknesses? His grumbling was a dark cloud, moving from the car to the store, then to the street corner for a smoke, on the verge of explosion. People passing by, trying not to look, but taking it all in with eager ears. No one really there to help. And he was yelling, like yelling about her losing $10. The wounds he was creating were much more than one piece of paper and ink, his accusing tone tearing across the silence of the parking lot as easily as it tore into her spirit. And with a flick of the cigarette, he was back in the store to continue his terrorizing. His victim remained in the car, numb, embarrassed. She didn't even notice the man parked beside her in a minivan traveling with 3 quiet passengers who didn't mind that the driver didn't leave right away. They sat there patiently. The driver surveyed the scene. She didn't notice him except as a further point of embarrassment. But as her head turned slowly, she saw him standing at her window with hands holding a $10 bill, saying, "Here, maybe this will get him to shut up." She said nothing, her hands moving slowly to take the bill. The man speaking quietly, "I don't think he's mad about the money. there seems to be something much deeper going on. She breathed deeply and all she could say was, I know. Well, here you go, ma'am. Have a good trip. And he turned back and headed to the minivan. The exchange happened so fast that the woman couldn't take it all in. I mean, she was trying to take a look at who had arrived by her side. A tall man with a hooded sweater and afro, but it was too late because her eyes were already welling with tears. Thank you, she managed to choke out in between gasps for breath. God bless you, the man said, and then he drove away. Thank you. So what I'm thinking is that simple reaction will cause an effect in this woman's life that no one can ever predict. And for me, I claim to be the product of those types of actions. That it is people that have made their efforts, big and small, that spark the flame of passion in my life, have helped me live the way that I want to live. And because I am the recipient of those things, I want to share that stuff with you, because you don't know what action you'll take that will bring that spark to somebody. But we need to be looking for it, right? Especially in this world, and I know y'all can agree with me on that. I know y'all can agree with me on that. All right, this poem's called Buddy System. See, I'm envisioning the connection like a class of kindergarten kids walking down the street hand in hand. You know what I'm talking about? Right? Peace to the buddy system. Nobody left behind and everyone's connected. That's the vision. But brokenness is all we're given. A few decades to make a meaningful life, but we're marred by absent templates, so we fight. We fight for who knows what, a reputation maybe. We claim we're warriors but unsure of the mission. We claim territory causing needless division. We claim that we're lovers, but we're caught in a condition called pride. So we fight to survive. And if we last a few years and outlive a few peers, we'll call ourselves kings. Self-made, with empires that have no clothes, let alone the emperor. No. We're children under the eyes of an all-seeing being who wants us to be humble enough to learn. So I sat down with a sage just to see that I needed one. Humility started to crack my facade like water does to concrete. And when you recognize that when you recognize that we have so much in common, there's rarely a need to compete. I heard it said that hip-hop was fatherless, bastardized. Someone told me that 10 years ago, which means that another generation has been birthed and the cycle continues unless we stay connected. That means conversations. It may be awkward, like, excuse me, I just said a mouthful, but when the bell rings, we're going to be accountable for a few things, like how we treated our neighbor. So do me a favor. Find someone older than you and listen. Find someone younger than you and listen. See, I envision the connection, like a class of kindergarten kids walking down the street. One hand in front of you linked to a king or a sage. One hand behind you grasping someone 10 years less your age. Listen, we gon' cross generations. We gon' stay connected. We are going to learn from one another by osmosis and transmission. That's the vision. Thank you. To the suburban Christian working fervently on a mission, eagerly building a house but forgot about fishing, let me be the spark. To the student, anxiety fluent, desires improvement, got talent but no movement. I can't claim perfection, but I can model actions that are prudent, let me be the spark. To the brother that says, John, I want a better marriage, but it's hard to live sacrificial with the baggage that we're carrying. I believe that there's a love that can inspire you to care again. And maybe I can help you start, let me be the spark. Then I got musicians in this body who think unity's the hardest, but they loathe those who viciously stick to the comfortable artist. I mean, we can debate content, method, and sound, but miss the heart. It's sad, because by now we should know where appeasing Pharisees leads. Darkness. Pray for faith. Pray for grace for those whose hearts are hardened. A chance to work together. Let's get started and let me be the spark. See, these are my interests, balanced and in cornucopia. But the only thing I really fear is Islamophobia, or the invisible hand of supremacy controlling you, or being entertained in your chair till apathy takes hold of you. Listen, justice is calling and a brother can't hold it in. Refresh your perspective till your hope starts to glow again. Let me be the spark. See, I can give you raps or words, but I ain't forgot about the rhythm. I ain't forgot about the roots. Man, I'm organically produced. Boom, bap, the soil, spirit revealing fruit till things come alive. Now I stand with new groups. My game theory, to rise up to the challenge, to new paths, new directions, and new routes. So when things fall apart, shoot, let me be the spark. So let's get creative. Let's stay with this. Patient, but gadfly to complacence. And please don't kill my vibe, because the one who made me made this vision. And this vision's given me conniptions. So I'm no longer sitting. I'm not even asking for an increase in position. I'm just saying, let me be the spark. Thank you. I'm gonna do this now because I always forget the promotional stuff. My name's Jon Corbin. You can find me online at Jon Corbin Music. That's all my social. No H. Jon Corbin Music, no H. I've got chapbooks and CDs here. I've got t-shirts packed away somewhere, stickers, buttons, all that good stuff. And I appreciate your support. I mentioned in that poem that the students who are anxiety fluent, that's my day job as a high school teacher here in the region. And it's been great to connect with students over the years, and they are a spark to my words now. And I get to also share with them my stories and try to do it through rhyme, because I was one of those students who was coming off some difficult times starting high school, and it was this simple spark from my homeroom teacher in grade 9 who said, John, are you okay? You don't seem like yourself. And he could flag that in a month time. And it was that question that led me to unravel A, what I was going through, and B, that I was repressing it. And only through opening that door did I start to learn more about myself and how to heal. And so that was one of the sparks in my life. So I write about that. I wear it on my shirt and live my life like that. So I want to do a song called Spark the Flame that tells the story. Man, I keep on walking day by day with enough light in me to spark that flame. Man, I keep on walking day by day with enough light in me to spark that flame. Check. Consider this heart set ablaze. I'm amazed at the change, protest to praise, like power chords from a Springsteen stage. I'm on fire with sparks from my blessed teen days. I was far from a fresh man as a freshman. Parents divorced, here comes depression. No space to concentrate on lessons. A light in the dark, my teacher was a spark. Questions led to confession, led to regression of the repression. Counseling sessions, brand new expression. Caring souls that made their impression. Junior year, sort of progressing. Pastors here teaching me lessons. Art, faith, and true intercession. Quality time, oh yes, it's refreshing. Paid my way for a church procession. New York City in a new direction, about to surprise me. Spirit inside me rising. Flicker the match and the flame grew high. I fully admit to being conglomerate, a composite of grace, gifts, and warm words. But even when my rhymes are sound bomb and it, for every word I say, it comes from more heard. I fully admit that I'm a conglomerate, a composite of grace, gifts, and warm words. So even when my rhymes are sound bomb and it, for everything I say, it comes from more heard. Man, I keep on walking day by day, with enough light in me to spark that flame. Man, I keep on walking day by day, with enough light in me to spark that flame. Let's spark something right now. When I say spark the, y'all say flame. Spark the, flame. Spark the, flame. When I say light the, y'all say way. Light the, flame. Light the, flame. When I say spark the, y'all say flame. Spark the, flame. Spark the, flame. When I say light the, y'all say way. Light the, flame. Light the, flame. Come on, spark that, flame. Light that, flame. 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 Now we keep on walking day by day, with enough light in us to spark that flame. You can spark the flame, you can spark the flame, you can spark the flame. This I pray, you know I keep on walking day by day, with enough light in me to spark that flame. You can spark the flame, you can spark the flame, you can spark the flame. This I pray. Thank you very much. Alright, so I got one more for you. It's from my new record, Every Day. People seem to like it a lot. I think you'll be able to catch on to the chorus and sing along with us. I'll say this very simply. I wrote this song, I wrote the origins of the song on my phone, watching my children. I have 5 children, so like I'm really happy to be here. It's a lot more relaxing. And so I brought my phone to a writing session and I played this thing for my songwriting team, and you could hear the kids screaming in the background, and that's just how I write music now. I remember at the beginning of 2017, it was January 4th, I'm doing dishes, something innocuous. I load the dishwasher, I close the dishwasher door, and I think to myself, I don't know how I'm gonna get through this year. I really don't know what kind of hope I have for this year. See, I was waiting on an answer for a path in my life that was affecting my wife and her work and the decisions that we were gonna make, maybe the ones that even would keep us in this home, in this town, in this province. And I was waiting, and I had about 10 months to wait to figure it out. And I did not know how I was gonna make it through the day-to-day to get there. We had 5 kids at the time, 3 very young, stress piling up, coming off of a health scare for me, and challenges for my wife, as if having a bunch of young kids wasn't enough. We were going through it. And I remember taking out my phone and just singing this simply. I know that you care for me. I know that you care for me. Even when I fight to get my way. Even when I fight the urge to pray. You care. And I started to write in this affirmation of hope, even when I didn't feel it. And it was then that light that led me through those months. Because if I had left it at saying that, oh, in 10 months we'll find out, sorry fam, it was more like 16. I had to find something to hold on to outside of the temporal circumstance. And this is the song that came up. It's called You Care. I know that you care for me. I know you care. I know that you care for me. I know you do. Even when I fight to get my way. Even when I fight the urge to pray. You care. See, miracles occur every day. I'm patiently waiting for what the Savior say, but lately it's been quiet and cloudy, faint and haze. My senses can't make sense, but faith remains. Set my sights on hope, I'll take the danger pay. Sometimes life is remote, like Danger Bay. My body's breaking down. Am I made this way? Sorrow's making rounds and a brother is afraid to pray. Change the way I see today, it's a process. To be honest, I've been locked into a Loch Ness, only obsessed with knowing its ways. Throwing days in dismay is making me a hot mess. Well, God bless the child who is unsure, knees slow to bend in penitent posture. God grant your child strength to endure, sideline asking for a place on the roster, huh? I know that you care for me. I know you care. I know that you care for me. I know you do. Even when I fight to get my way. Even when I fight the urge to pray. You care. Worse than peekaboo, this is song 22. A child searching for Abba like, Daddy, where are you? This is the Israelites, emancipated and furious. Can't see the next step, vision corrupted and curious. Impatient when waiting games seem to take your power. A confusing delusion like you could do it better. I'm David penning prayers for a merciful answer. Transform this hurting man into a childlike dancer and let me sing. I know that you care for me. I know you care. Yeah. I know that you care for me. I know you do. Even when I fight to get my way. It is so great that we have some childlike dancers in our front. Hey, if you caught on, sing along with us. I know that you care for me. I know that you care for me. Hey, you care for me. Even when I fight to get my way. Even when I fight the urge to pray. You care. Thank you very much. My name is Jon Corbin.